神羅転生
Yo, what's up guys, it is the Mist again, and welcome back to a new video in a new year. It is 2018. I wish you guys all the best of luck this year, and anyways, today we are going to be talking about Boruto in 2017 and give an honest critical thinking of what it did right and what it did wrong. I don't want to make this video too long because it doesn't have to be, but let's get into it anyways. So, I feel like one thing Boruto definitely did correct this year was establishing his characters. And when I say that, I really mean it, because essentially, we, in the last 40 episodes, which we got in 2017, well 39 to be exact, we got to know a lot of characters because we followed Boruto through his journeys in the academy class, going from the age of 8 to around 12. And in that time span, we got to see many side characters who were developed very well. Some examples are Sarada, Mitsuki, and Iwabe, for example. And all of these characters had time to shine, and not just them, but every character in general. At some stage within the last 39 episodes, we got to know more about, and I guess the character interactions and development was just a lot better in comparison to the first Naruto series, which I think Boruto has done really well in comparison to its predecessor. It has managed to do something that Naruto never did, and that was establishing characters and giving us a reason to care for them. So that is definitely one thing the Boruto series has done really well this year. And another thing would definitely have to be the animation. Some bits are off, but most of the time the animation for Boruto has been top level, like really good stuff. And we definitely have to thank the team behind the Boruto series for that. They have done a really good job this year. They're putting in a lot of effort, and we're really lucky to have that team behind the series. Now, one thing that the Boruto series has done wrong this year, I feel like, has to be the pacing. And now that's probably the biggest issue with the entire show, I would have to say. Well, last year, that was the biggest issue with the show. But that has changed within the last around 4 episodes, but anyhow. So, there were many times within the series where we would question what's happening, why this is happening so quickly, or why it's been so slow. And now, this is the problem. It fluctuates from being way too quick to way too slow. In some places, they take too long to do something, or in some cases, they actually skip over things that could have made an entire episode, which we all would have loved to see. Some examples of this would have been Iwabe versus that 7 Ninja Swordsman guy, or Sarada versus Konohamaru in one of the most recent episodes. They definitely could have fleshed out the graduation exams a bit more to give us a bit more of a look at how hard it is, and give us more of a look at action within the series. However, they didn't do that. I guess one of the biggest examples, however, definitely has to be Kagura versus Boruto, because what did we get of that fight? About 15 seconds of swordplay? Like, what the heck was that? That was like foreshadowed and hyped up so much, and we literally didn't even get to see the fight. Like, that was literally the whole point of that's what the entire arc was building up to, wasn't it? Go back and rewatch it. That's what it was building up to. Them building a relationship together and then having to fight. That's what it was building up to. But we literally didn't even see the fight. Like, we saw one cutscene of it that was 15 seconds long, and you were just sitting there like, really? They didn't dedicate an episode to this, or half an episode to this fight? Like, what? Yeah, you see what I mean. They just, some of the times, they miss out on perfect opportunities, and it just makes you sit there thinking, what? So that is probably definitely the biggest thing. Another thing about the pacing is also, like, the fact that we went from Boruto being an 8-year-old within the Noe arc to being 12 years old by the end of the Shin arc, and they never actually establish this. Like, they never actually say, this many years has passed since the Noe incident, or anything like that. Like, the only thing we have is Iwabe in episode 2 saying 10 years has passed since the blah blah blah, and then later establishing within the series that it's been 15 years. So, the way that I've done this is that the way they did this was really odd, and I hope within 2018 we can definitely see a bit more. I just want it to make a bit more sense, essentially, because that was another thing they didn't do quite well. But other than that, I feel like the Boruto series definitely surpasses its predecessor, being Naruto, the original Naruto, in many ways. That, for example, just the way that they're doing fight scenes these days is a lot nicer and crisper in comparison to Naruto. Just the character development as well as character interactions were really well. I feel like they established characters so well, and it's definitely one of the biggest highlights of the series thus far. And it gives us a real good reason to look forward to the future of Boruto, because we've got these established relationships, which is going to be more impactful on us as the audience when something happens to these characters. When Boruto, and this is going to happen when Boruto switches over to a more darker tone, which I'll make a video on soon, which I probably will have already. I don't know if I've posted a video or not. But anyways, guys, 2017 was a really good year for Boruto. I feel like the biggest two problems with it were time and the community. I feel like the community of especially Naruto, the massive Narutards that don't accept Boruto because it could surpass Naruto as a series, they just can't accept it, and they like to bash on it, giving false information, trying to spread false, just trying to spread this false negativity about the series, which just don't let it get to us, because Boruto is doing great. It's definitely surpassing Naruto as a series, and we're just gonna have to wait and see. Next year, well, this year I should say, is gonna be great. The Chunin exams and the Momoshiki arc is definitely what's gonna bring in many people to the series. So yeah, I just can't wait for that. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful day. It is New Year's, whatever. And thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you're new. I love you all, and peace out, guys. See you later.